It's all about honour and respect with these head-banging nationalists. So, yeah, there's a film, Layer Cake, starring Daniel Craig and some other folk. Quite sort of familiar faces. And the man from Brookside, that black geezer from Brookside, Scouse lad. It's all about honour and respect with these head-banging nationalists. Head-banging nationalists. The brief synopsis of this, of Layer Cake. Basically, it's sitting around, it's drug dealers in London, in the UK. And criminals will get wind that, tickle to holding up a bank. Banks are a ball ache. Fucking hell no. You do armed robbery, you're going down to prison. You sat in prison for a long time. Years. So I hope you managed to grab hold of enough swag from bank, because you're going to do a right old stretch inside. While they're inside, they get wind. There's a better caper to be involved in, and it's drug dealing. It's selling drugs. It's cash rich, and the penalties, when the film's set, the penalties back then are like, it's in comparison to going into a bank tooled up with guns and that. It's a far easier caper. Well, like I say, when it's set, yeah. But then it's now progressed into, bank robbers have moved into industry. They brought the guns with them. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. But that's a bit of a digression, because where I'm going with this. It starts off, and you've got Daniel Craig telling you what's what, sharing with you his raison d'etre of how to sell drugs and keep a lid on it and do it right, make a bit of money and then retire. Nice one. Where have you made all your money? Well, blah, blah, blah. But there's another group of drug dealers, this other group, led by the Duke. No, Mr. Duke, this is how it ends. So Mr. Duke and his posse, his cohorts, they're in Amsterdam. I think it's Amsterdam. Amsterdam. They're in Amsterdam, and they've set a meeting up with these people operating out of Amsterdam. But they could have got in touch with if they had the same outlook on life as Daniel Craig's group, they'd have got in touch with these Amsterdam boys, and they'd have sorted something out. Can we bring your stuff into our country and sell it for you? Can we take a cut of that? And we'll open up the UK market for you. How about that? All right. And everybody could have made money. No, these nitwits, they turn up and they turn these guys over. These guys operating in Holland. I think it's Holland. Oh, fuck me, is Amsterdam in Holland? Oh, sorry. Apologies for anybody. But anyway, it turns out these guys operating in Holland, they're not from Holland. No, they're from they're from the European. But they're they're like they're not like former bank robbers. No, they're head-banging nationalists. It's all about honour and respect. Because that quote is from a scene later in the film where Daniel Craig's group go up and meet up with the guy from Brookside and his mates. And he's like, these guys up in Liverpool, they're like, you fucking idiots, what the fuck you been doing? Well, Daniel Craig's group's like, well, what do you mean, what the fuck we've been doing? Well, the fact of the matter is, the Duke and his cohorts have gone across to Holland. They were in Amsterdam, meeting up with these guys, on the back of recommendations from you. They used your connections, they used your name, they threw your name about to get a meeting with these guys operating in Holland. you know. But the Duke's outfit are just a grabastic bunch of fuckwits who are thinking, we'll just turn them over, yeah. Unfortunately, these guys operating out of Holland, they're wanted for war crimes, ethnic cleansing. It's all about honour and respect with these headbanging nationalists. And kind of that's the film. That's the synopsis of the film. It's kind of, yeah. Spoiler alert, yeah. There's always some fucking headbanger. Headbangers. What's headbanger, Daniel? What are you on about? Just fucking headbangers. I think that's what the phrase comes from. You know, back in the 80s, you had metal. Metal. Well, you still have metal. But now it's very much tucked away in what is it? Tucked away in the background now is metal. Metal. People who, metal aficionados, they often engage in an activity called headbanging. Banging their head to rhythmic music. And as a child of the 80s, one of the anthems of the 80s was Ace of Spades by Motorhead. Look it up. It's a beautiful track. It's a seminal work. It's a classic. It really is. Yeah, absolutely. Fucking hell. Road Crew as well. Road Crew brackets we are the Road Crew. Yeah. Awesome. We're Motorhead. We play rock and roll. Fucking hell. Yeah. May his memory live on. Fucking habit. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's where the term headbang. But it's kind of, now it's, alright, you know, I use it in referring to people who are very, very focused on one goal. And maybe to the detriment of other, you know, other considerations. Well, where am I going with this? Okay, now. So, watching some YouTube vids over the weekend, get myself down a few rabbit holes. And there was a clip of some American news article. They've got two people sat in, bloke and a woman sat in studio, and they've got this lady contributing. She's somewhere else by video link. And she's telling them what, she's just spelling it out. Two people in studio are just, they're doing their best to keep a lid on it. I mean, the woman in studio, she was just, a look on her face, were like, what the fuck's this bitch on about? What the fuck? But yeah, or at least that's the impression I got looking at her face. And this woman just saw, yeah, you know, these people are fighting for Ukraine. They're nationalists, you know, ultra nationalists. Yeah, they're Nazis. You know, Putin was saying out, you know, he's fighting Nazis. Because she mentioned some similarities between whatever flag it is these people out and the lightning strikes of the Waffen SS. It's their flag. Look. I say, girl in studio, she was like, what the fuck's this shit? What the fuck? So yeah. Anyway, so, you know, that's as may be. You know, whatever the fuck. They're fighting for the country, you know. They're nationalists. They want to see their own identity. You know, not dissimilar from those fuck-cunting racists who voted out of Europe, you know, here in the UK. Bastards. Anyway, so I get up this morning, well, this afternoon, ready for work. I put news on. Well, fuck me. Woman at studio on BBC News, she's talking to some guy in video link, and she's like, but the flag of this group, I forget the name. The name. Not a regiment. Some sort of name like that. This this group of people that are fighting for Ukraine. But you know, she's kind of, you know, parroting what were on this other news article. But you know, the flag, it's in the flag. And this guy they've got on is, oh well, yeah, you know, well, he tried to spin it. Bless him, you know. He's doing his best to spin it as best he can, so people aren't getting upset that, you know, maybe Putin was just spelling it out. You know. Like I say, it doesn't detract from the fact that everyone in Ukraine, there's nobody in Ukraine smiling. You know, they're just being hammered. The little people. The rank and file are just taking it, like they always do, throughout the world. When the big boys, the fucking cunts, are imposing their will, it's the little people who just get in the way. Yeah. It's all about honour and respect.